So I want to just start with asking you, what does authenticity actually mean to you?
Mm. Well, first of all, thank you so much for saying that because um, that is one of my values, and I know that you've talked about values on the podcast before, and this is something. Authenticity is something that I think I've always felt was important, but I guess I've veered in different ways. Sometimes I was more authentic, sometimes less authentic, and I guess authenticity to me just means that I'm not. It's sort of the opposite of acting out of fear or, like, acting out of, sort of that scarcity, that it's where I feel the most myself, but in a, like, if as if nothing else were going on. Like, if nothing else were, what would I actually do if I wasn't expected to do anything, or if somebody else wasn't needing me to do something in order for them to be okay, or, for my job, for my, whatever, relationships, for my whatever for the community. Um, and I think I used to feel like, I mean, I'm not perfect or anything, but I think I used to feel like that was, um, almost like a liability. Like,
Mm.
if I'm really the person that I would be if, like, none of whatever was going on, that would be a problem. So I have to do something to make this situation okay, or I have to do something to be the person that is gonna get hired, or I have to, so there's a whole sort of dichotomy, or there was in my mind, of like, I need to be something in order to get what I want,
Huh?
whatever that is, whether that's making a life in music, whether that's, um, having a family dynamic that works, or,
Yeah.
being a good colleague, whatever that means. Um, so it's a really juicy topic, and I'm actually um, kind of blown away that you say that that's a through line from the beginning, because that's something that
Yeah.
I really feel like maybe I had, and then I veered away from, and now I feel like I'm coming back to
Mm,
in a more grounded way. I mean, it ebbs and flows, right? Like
yeah.
all of
Yeah, yeah.
life, but
But
yeah.
it reminds me of something that I often talk about when I do values work with the people I work with, where a value doesn't mean you do it all the time. It means, and you said it so beautifully, it means that it's there in the quiet. It's there when you're not being disturbed. It feels like it's part of you that you don't have to work at. It's not even necessarily aspirational. It's just there. And yet life gets in the way, people get in the way, circumstances get in the way. So
Yeah.
absolutely I resonate with what you're talking about, it ebbing and flowing. And I think normalizing that part of having a value is also super important because we don't want to beat ourselves up when we're out of authenticity or out of, integrity. I feel like I use those a little bit synonymously. Um, I'm sure there is a difference. Maybe we can unpack that too. But you said something about it being fearless. And
Mm.
I don't know why that just like made the little hairs on my arms stick up because I hadn't really thought of it that way. Because sometimes it is scary to be your most authentic self. You're having to disappoint people, put up boundaries. So can you say a little bit more about that piece? Like how there's a fearlessness around even being afraid to do the things that help you be authentic?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, for me, it's like devotional. It's like feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Like feeling the fear and coming back to yourself as sort of like a yeah, a devotion.